What is up, YouTube? Sam from Nebula X here with our next war recap video, and this one is going to be the OrionGamer GT war I alluded to in the last recap. And as you can see there on the screen, X taking the victory in this one, 97.3 to 96.7. So just about a 6.6% percentage difference in this one. So great job to the guys at X, even better job to the guys over at OrionGamer. So right when we matched, a lot of people in the clan were asking, are we associated with this clan? Are we related to them? The answer to that is no. So they are another really great clan, obviously just using the Orion name, from Guatemala, and they had a great war. It was a super competitive war. Very fun, and obviously came down to the end, and we will get into that when we hop and take a look at the war details. So let's start off by taking a look at what they did to our bases. As you can see, both sides using the majority of their attacks. And the guys over at OrionGamer, they were 5 away from the perfect war, and all 5 of them came right at the top. So they missed our top 5 bases, and I think they did a pretty good job. Some of them might have been, let's see, a 92 there on Blitz, a 98 there on Finn, and a 95 on Nate. So 3 really high percentage attacks. So could have been a much different outcome, and then obviously clearing everything down below. So great job to the guys over there. I know they started off a little bit weak. I think that they might have used a couple of dip attacks to get some of our Town Hall 8s cleaned up. But that's just a testament to how well their Town Hall 9 game went for them this war. As far as X, we did a very nice job in this one too, also leaving 5 on the board, leaving their number 1 on the board, but it was a 99%er, so that one could have been the one that won the war, and then a couple of mid-level Town Hall 9s just slipping through the cracks for us, and then obviously our Town Hall 8 stepping up and getting the 8s taken care of very quickly. So great job to both clans. It was like I said, highly competitive war. Obviously, when it comes down to 0.6 percentage, it is going to be a close one. So let's hop into a couple of recaps. We'll start off right at the top. Check out our boy Blitzkrieg, and Blitz is going to be doing this one with the Govaho. So it's king right now. It's just so good. Sends in a hog, gets an easy clan castle lore here, and then drops in 2 golems, backs it up with a few wizards, going to get this funnel created now. Unfortunately, not going really wide enough with the funnel on the left-hand side. Poison spell goes down, meets that enemy clan castle, and then his queen goes down. Unfortunately here, going to have a bit of a wall breaker fail, so does not get this wall enclosure opened up, and then because his funnel is not properly created, the Valks and his king going to make a beeline to head off around the base. Tried to drop a minion there down to rectify that. Unfortunately, just did not work there. And then all of his Valks are going in, but unfortunately misses that outside wall enclosure. So the Valks do not make it in. They have to beat through 1 layer of wall. They do eventually make their way to the queen, and then they are in and out of a heal pretty quickly there. Now here comes the hogs. And just kind of playing essentially a game I like to call follow the Valks. So the hogs come in and they just kind of follow wherever the Valks are at in the base. The Valks are up doing a lot of tanking. The hogs standing inside of a heal, they're able to rip through their fences. And as you can see, he's just going to kind of make this L around the backside of this base now. A lot of incoming point defense here for the hogs. Goes ahead, has to burn his 2nd heal spell on them, and still a pretty good portion of the base left to take out, but a lot of the point defenses are gone. Loses a few hogs there to some spring traps, but with his wizards down and just a couple of hogs that he has, is going to be able to almost get through these last couple of defenses. I do not believe that Expo is going to go down because of that giant bomb there, but does have his king on just a sliver of health, a couple of max Valks that made their way around the base, and loses one more Valk there. They do get in, they get this gold storage taken care of, and now it's just a race against time. They have to beat through these lava walls, and they're just working their way into the base. Fortunately, the Valks get out in front, so they're tanking for the king. They are still pretty tanky even after the nerf. They get their way in there, get to this Expo, take it down, and there is a 3-star. So nice job to our boy Blitz. Way to stick with it and pull that one out for us. Very, very important, as always. All right, let's drop down one spot. Check out our boy Finrod. I haven't seen Finn in a while, but he is doing this one with just a mass Valk attack. I mean, look at what he's got queued up here. 22 Valkyries, 10 Wizards. Use some Quake spells. Going to get this core opened up, and that's pretty much just going to give his Valks pretty much free reign of this base. So not really too worried about the clan castle, it looks like, in this one. So using the Valks and a couple of Wizards in behind just to get a funnel created so that his Valks, when he sends in close to 20 of them he has left, they're all going to go into the base instead of going all around the base. I can't remember if this is a cleanup attack or not. It may have been, because with so many Valks, I can imagine that there has to be a lava hound in the CC. There it is. It comes out. So obviously not going to be too much of an issue for him here. All the Valks, they're making their way in. The heroes are in behind them, keeping the Valks healed up. As they encounter these enemy heroes, they aggro them. Loses a few to some spring traps. But they are just kind of running around, causing all kinds of damage to the core of this base. The queen is standing back. She's sniping a bunch of defenses down. She's got the king out in front of her doing all of the tanking. And look at how many Valks have made it to the backside of this base. There's got to be like 15 of them still. Is losing them to the spring traps. So because of the ability to upgrade the spring traps now, instead of only springing one Valk at a time, can at level 2 start to spring 2 Valks at a time. So 2 Valks times 6 of those spring traps means you could lose up to 12 Valkyries if you hit them all. But Finn doing a really nice job. Drops out that heal spell. Really like the position on that one. Was able to keep the Valks up as they encounter the splash damage from that wizard tower. But is going to get into kind of a dangerous spot here on the backside. As you can see, still an Expo up, still a wizard tower, a couple of point defenses. So that's going to be a little bit of trouble for him, but so many Valks up. They are just kind of just chewing through everything. We will start to fast forward through this just a little bit. But you can see just so many Valks. They're just ripping through walls. They're making it look like they're a hot knife through butter in this one. Just weaving in and out, serpentining all around this base. Just ripping down point defense after point defense. And the last couple of buildings are going down here. And that is going to be the 3-star. So really, really nice job to Finn in that one. Very, very interesting raid. And keep it up, Finn. Keep it up. That's all I can say. Alright, Vim. We saw him. He made his channel debut for the clan last war. And he's keeping it going. He had a 6-pack this war. So definitely had to make sure that gave him a little bit of spotlight on that one. But as you can see, he's going to be doing this one with a Go Weave. So the Golem is down. And Wizard's in behind. Going to get this funnel created. Get this first layer of wall opened up. Another Golem comes out of the CC. Backed up by his king. So the king and a golem and some wizards working one side of the funnel. The queen, the golem, and a couple of wizards working the other side of the funnel. And poison spell is down, going to meet that CC. And then starting to sprinkle in the Valk. So coming in from essentially 2 positions here. Has 2 jump spells. They're going to allow him to continue to move forward in this raid. So the Valk's just doing so much work here. Coming at this kind of just from 2 different positions. And they rip through the enemy heroes, rip through the core of this base. The only thing that's really difficult about this one is the fact that these golems are so slow and these Valks are so fast that the Valks are so far out in front. Drops down the rage spell. That catches his king. I don't believe he has too many Valks there in the core. Maybe 3 or 4. But they did not get the benefit of that rage. But now they all meet up together, so he's got about 6 of them working together here. Unfortunately, about half of them split. They're going to go around the outside of this base. But as you can see, just, I don't know, what is that? Maybe 6 Valks on the outside, 2 Valks on the inside, and the queen coming in around the backside. She still has her ability in the bag, and there's just not enough of this base left over that's going to be able to stop the just absolute insanity that he has running through this base right now. So the queen finally pops her ability, swags out a poison spell, and just 2 defenses left. They're going to go down very quickly to the Valks as well as the queen. And there it is, the 3-star. So keep it up, Vim. Doing big things for us in the clan. bringing the 6-pack in this one. So I guess he just really wanted to be on YouTube. So welcome to YouTube, Vin. I know this is your second time, but we're just going to give it to you now. All right. Do a little bit of Town Hall 8 action before we jump up and check out the last raid that really helped us win this war. So the first one is going to be on there, number 15 base Carlos. And it is going to be Mrs. Mud Hen. And she will be doing this one, no surprise, with another Go Vaho. So I feel like war recaps recently, they've been very similar. Not too much air. A lot of just Valkyries. And just being used in a variety of different ways. And it's very nice. It is very nice. It does get a little confusing because we just see a lot of the same raid over and over again. But Mrs. Hen going in on this one, she's got the Valks moving through. They triggered the double giant bomb, had they rage spell for them. Unfortunately, the majority of them have gone down because did not use a heal spell for them there. But the Hogs are doing a very nice job. They're making their way through these defenses, and they're staying grouped up really nicely together. And because of that, the heal spells that she is going to be using are going to be getting a whole lot of value. So Hogs making their way into these last couple of defenses, and you can see that happened so quickly. I was just explaining something really fast, and the Hogs are already to the last of the defenses. Does not have too much in the way of cleanup troops, but has just enough to get this one done. So we will go ahead and start to fast forward. She is in cleanup mode. The Hogs work on one side, the King and a bunch of Wizards work on the other side. Goes ahead, pops the King ability just to speed everything up. And, just a beautiful raid. It was an awesome job. And looks like swagging out a Mickey Mouse on this one might not have been the best choice given the current state of what's going on in Orlando, but funny to see nonetheless. So great job, Mrs. Hen, on that one. All right, one more Town Hall 8, and then we will hop into the war details, and I will bring the interesting attack in this one. And that is not the base I was looking for. I was looking for number 18, and it is going to be Little John. So Little John just really making a name for himself in the clan. Recently promoted, so Little John stepping up into a little bit more of a leadership role. So hopefully John is going to continue to grow in the clan. Is pretty much a Max Town Hall 8, is taking down Max Town Hall 8s for us and doing a very nice job of it. Only thing he really needs to work on is boosting that King up, so time to start farming that Dark Elixir, and hopefully John is going to evolve into a monster of a Town Hall 9 attacker. But as you can see, got the easy lore taken care of here, and then it's just going to spam in about 32 Hogs on this one. Just uses a wild Asian wall, just covering about a quarter of this base, and then just kind of going to drop heal spells. It is looks like all single bombs there. So doing a really nice job with these heals, making sure he's leading the Hogs in the direction that they are going to be moving in. And they are just kind of ripping through this whole base. Still has his King, still has all of his cleanup troops. Drops down the King just a little bit late on that. If it gone down a little bit earlier, would have been tanking those backside defenses for him. But really not going to matter. There's so many Hogs left over. And they're going to finish right next to the enemy King. So they're going to turn around, beat down the Skellies, and then beat down the enemy King. And there will be no threat left in this base. Drops down a bunch of cleanup troops just all over the place, making sure to target as much as he can away from his Hogs, because they are going to be moving very quickly through this base, obviously with so many of them left over. There's really no doubt about this one. So beautiful job to John, and keep it up, bud. I can't believe how far he has come in such a short amount of time. But we really appreciate everything that you're doing for the clan. Alright guys, before we hop into the last one, I want to hop into the war details, and I will show you guys this one. So as you can see right here, towards the end of the war, it was getting very close. We were trying to see who was going to edge this one out, and the last two attacks both going down in the last minute of war, both of them 3 stars. Said that we would need the 3-star from Nate in this one in order for us to get the win, because I knew their number 1 player would be able to go down and pick up a 3-star. And Nate did not buckle under the pressure, so let's get in. Let's check out his raid. the one that won us the war, and it's against their number 14 base. So not the highest of bases. So it was just an 8.5 that he had to go in and take out, but it was the easiest one that we knew that he was going to be able to get taken care of in this one, and he will be doing a Go Vaho. So sends in the golems, backs it up with a few wizards, and he went straight at the enemy queen. So unfortunately, one of his golems is going to get just absolutely annihilated. Uses these quake spells really nicely, gets the outside enclosure opened up, and a lot of the base, so able to just send in all of these Valks, and then sends in his queen as well. Probably didn't need to send the queen in, and might have actually helped him a little bit if he hadn't, because obviously she's going to get locked on to that Lava Hound, which is going to cause some pups to explode. Probably could have just ignored it the entire time had he not sent the queen in, maybe used her on the backside for some tanking or something. But sending in these hogs, doing a really nice job with the surgical deployment, dropping the heal spells, going to keep them up. They are being ravaged by some spring traps here, and there is going to be a double giant bomb set that he is not going to be able to get to with his kill squad, so unfortunately going to lose a couple of hogs here. Oh, maybe not. He single triggered it. That's what it was. So was able to single trigger this giant bomb. The hogs run just outside of the heal, and they get to these last couple of defenses, just 7 or 8 of them left, but they are going to be able to get it done. The queen is there, and plenty of cleanup troops on this one. Still has his queen ability in the bag, and a bunch of wizards on the backside, so they're going to be able to clean things up. And that is going to do it. That's the one that put us up by 1, and then their number 1 player dropped down, obviously took out Big Ox, and tied it up, but we had just enough to get it done on percentage. So great job to both clans in this one. Like I said, it was a lot of fun, and this is the one that got us to the 20 war win streak. So 20 in a row, another level 10 clan. I feel like I say that like every war this time. But great job to the guys over at Orion Gamers GT. Hopefully you guys get back on track after that one. I am sure you guys will. And even better job to the guys over at Nebula X. Just absolutely killing it right now. I don't know how or what we did to deserve to get on this super hot streak that we are on, but hopefully we can keep it rolling for I don't know how much more longer, but just keep it going. Guys, everyone is doing a fantastic job. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the variety of attacks from this one. I know a lot of Valk usage, but hopefully you guys enjoyed maybe seeing some new people on the channel who don't get featured all that often. But that's going to do it for this recap, guys. Until next time, this is Sam. Peace. Give it to you. He gon' give it to you. First we gonna rock, then we gonna